How is everybody doing in YouTube land? Today, after nearly 1 year without making a review video, today we're going to talk about the USGI MOLLE II Assault Pack. We're going to talk the pros, the cons, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, how I use it. I tried after 10 years of this thing. Now what you're looking at here is a piece of issued equipment. Okay, I did not buy this. The same with that rucksack down there. In fact, to go with it, I just picked this up in November. Another issued piece of equipment. The OCP version of this. And it's a funny story. Let's toss that down there. So, I'm in the Army Reserve in South Korea. I work as a civilian contractor. A lot of us were issued this equipment. And for years, we could not get the updated OCP color. And so the funny thing is, as of fiscal year 2020, which began October 1, all this stuff became obsolete in theory. So anyway, finally went to the CIF, the Central Issue Facility. Finalists gave us like the updated colors, the IOTV vest, which is over there, a medium rucksack, and a bunch of gear, which I'll cover in other videos. But here's the funny story. We're still stuck with this. Because they're still issuing this, because of shortages and whatnot, this gear is still being issued to soldiers in this color. And they told us to keep it. So I got a mix of the new with the old. But that's okay. After 10 years of using this, I can definitely tell you how well it works and stuff. And it still works. I mean, it's durable equipment. But before we get to reviews, let's talk about this. See, I got this camera in my hand. There's been a lot of reasons why I haven't made videos in the last year, but one of the reasons, especially review videos, is my main camera, which was a Sony camcorder, got smashed in a training exercise. I was up north, and I'll insert footage of that inside the video here. We're at a range, we're shooting and stuff, having a great time, but my camera was in the baggage carriage with the other gear. And when I got it out, when we got back to base, it was like around here all smashed and everything. And I was like, well, that sucks. So I'm using my iPhone 8 to make this video right now. The iPhone 8 gives good pictures, great video. The problem is though, I can't see myself when doing this. So that's why I didn't do reviews. Because in order to model, I need to be able to flip this around, look at here to see where I'm positioned at. And I didn't feel confident to do that. But you know what? I found this in storage. It's a 10-year-old camera, got it in 2010, and I tested it already. And I'll be honest, I'm not satisfied with the quality. I mean, YouTube 2010, this was okay, but now in 2020, it just doesn't have the color, the sound, everything I want. So we're gonna try doing this video on an iPhone 8. So it might look a little strange, but bear with me. So now let's get into this review. Okay, so adjust the camera up here so I'm gonna do a little modeling work. Bear with me, have some mercy if things are a little off, but here's the deal. All right, you have a made in USA pack, which is fantastic, right? It has these steel YKK zippers. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of these because even though you see me right now easily doing it, there's other times where these things can jam up, falls up, whatever. They're a little difficult, but they do stay in place. The zippers don't break, which is fantastic. They are strong. It's just the steel is part of the pull than the if you had versus plastic. That's what I'm trying to say. Cordura nylon. So it's the Cordura nylon. When you pop up, you got that inner side, the inside, which has that coating you can see here. Right, that coating provides water resistance. And this is all, besides being made in USA with Cordura nylon, you also got the ITW buckles. Very strong, very good buckles. Better than the Jinwoo and buckles that we have here in Korea. By the way, Jinwoo buckles are very popular worldwide. They're like probably more popular than ITW even, because they're cheaper. They're good buckles, but just an FYI, the factory for that place is about 1 hour away in Suwon. So if you take Highway 1 up going to Seoul, you'll drive by like all the time. Kind of interesting to know where your stuff's made at. Let's see. So that's kind of like a brief overview of the outside. Now, one of the cool features about this, and this is like something you might, if you're a bushcrafter and you want to go on a budget, is this is designed to connect to this. I'll link the video on how to do this. But suffice to say, these straps here, even though you can put like a jacket or something across here, what it's really designed to do is connect to right here, okay? It loops here, and this allows you to put your patrol pack, and that's what this, the Assault's like a patrol pack on top of here, and this connects together to make one package. That's a nice feature, and it's worth even getting these as a set if you're interested in that. Okay, so some more interesting tidbits. This pack, this design goes back to the late 1990s when the MOLLE II was first being rolled out. And that's a good and a bad. The good news is you can say, hey, it works. It's battlefield tested, it really is. I personally use this at the range. I've used it doing land navigation. I've used it for, if you will, some light work. But as we'll discuss later, there's some cons with this and why I don't use this and why I end up having a tri-zip, the Eberly stock, the Russian pack. Well, okay, in the case of Russian, I just wanted to test it out. Actually, that's pretty nice. But we'll get into that in a moment. So let's start looking at the features. As you know, PALS webbing. PALS webbing. And if you were to go by the training manual, hold on, let me get you a copy of the training manual. See right here, you got the modular lightweight load carrying equipment MOLLE II book that comes from the Central Issue facility. And here's the actual training manual. This was actually ideally designed to wear, we'll use the OCP one here. You would put your canteens here and here. You might even be able to fit these sustainment pouches right here. But personally, as you probably saw, I put this Camelback water pouch here and this 511 water pouch here, which works. Because I can put my 32-ounce bottles here, you know, we put Gatorade bottles here. Actually, this one's padded, so you can put like a camera lens in here too, if you're interested. Okay, so you got that. Now, let me reconnect this. Something to note. So you got, oh yeah, that, you got your buckles here. Now there is no buttons per se. You notice how like you got this, you got a zippered here to open this up, which is good. You have a pocket back here that is Velcroed, which I gotta admit, I don't like. We all know that Velcro tends to wear out, right? So if you're constantly getting your gear in and out, the Velcro is going to wear out. And plus, when you put a lot of weight in here, the Velcro has a tendency to separate. In here, let me try to get this up close. See, there's no mesh pockets or anything like you would find in commercial backpacks. This is just it. This is where your Claymore is supposed to be. So if you were to, I'll download the links and everything again for one of the, what am I trying to say? I'll download the link for actual one of the training TM manuals you can find online, and it'll call this a Claymore pocket, and that's what it was designed for. Then you got this little pocket here, which I keep an extra set of earplugs in, and some coins, I guess in case there's a vending machine in the field. Okay. But yeah, we use these at the range, right? We have to have them with us, so it's just easy to keep an extra set in here. Along with, like I said, I was using this for land nav, so where did I put those protractors? Extra drinks and stuff like that for the field. Here they go. Protractors, right? And if you were, you're not gonna find this at your typical gun surplus store, eBay, but when you get it from the Central Issue facility, it does come with repair kits. So you'll have these buckles that go with it. So like this one. But you might get lucky and find it. If you do need to buy buckles, I've seen the whole replacement kit for these sell for about $8 at the store. In this case, the military clothing store. So you might actually be able to find replacements for these online at a very cheap price. Okay, so that's that pocket. Now, when you look on the inside, you know, there's no mesh or anything here, right? It's very simple, open pocket. Now you have these long straps here. If I remember correctly, in the TM, it will tell you that these are supposed to be used for airborne operations. But what I do is, I take some spare buckles, connect them together, and keeps them from, see like here, see how it keeps them from flopping around? And also if I have something I want to, you know, fasten down, well, I got something to do it. You will notice here that you have a plastic plate, right? Along with this rubber. Very simple, there's no aluminum stays. take this out a little bit, show you better, okay? It's just plastic with some rubber, or foam, I'm sorry, it's just foam. By the way, if you need a cutting board or something to do some work on in the field, you can take this out, lay it down, and you can eat your food on it or whatever. Though I'd advise you try to wash it, but I've done it this way. You have this antenna port, right? Because you can put your radio in here, and you have an antenna port. And this gets into a very important topic to why I don't use this. Now, despite your 511s or the tri-zip, which has, right here, check this out. See, we're at the tri-zip. See how you got that little X right there? You can run your tube through there, going in here, out here, no problem. Now, you would be tempted to think you could do the same thing. Not true. I'll show you a video from like 1999 when the MOLLE system first came out. I couldn't find the TM online, the original TM. I used to have it, but I lost the link. Sorry. But you will see them putting this together, and there's no water bladder. There's no camelbacks. In case you don't know what I'm talking about. You know, this is this is the Hydromax, the Hydrostorm. We colloquially call this a camelback because camelback made it so popular. But you notice how this is designed to go on your back, okay? And you would strap it on you. Well, the thing is, unlike modern packs from Camelback, Eberly Stock, 511 Tactical, and most other manufacturers in the world nowadays, this was not designed to go with this. You can try to make it work, but it's painful. You can shove this in here and zip it up and run your cord out or the hose out. But then it's like, well, what's the point of wearing this, right? Just use this. You can try and shove it in here, but as I will demonstrate, this is not designed for a water bladder. So you end up having a piece of equipment that if you're in the field, like when we do our ruck marches and stuff, or like tactical training and whatnot, and if you try to make these two work together, it's just painful, to be honest with you. It hurts. Some guys will try to take this and fasten it to the outside of this, which you kind of can do, but it's just ugly. It's just a painful solution. And I'm really disappointed in the Army because after 20 plus years of wars, Afghanistan, Iraq, billions of dollars of spent, you would think, especially with our new camouflage pattern, they could have figured out a way to take that and put it in here, make it work together. All right, so speaking of which, let's talk about some other features. Now, I told you all about this, and I told you about this feature. Okay, so like I said before, I'm sorry if I sound like I'm jumping around. There's a lot of features here I got to cover. These straps are designed to connect here, right? Now, this sleeve, you are tempted to think would have a water bladder, but not. What you do is you take this off, shove it down there, okay? Same thing, these are quick release, and these are good. I like these. Quick release, shove it in there. This way you have something flat. And it does come with a hip belt. See, the hip belt's right here. And of course you've got one right here. It's not very thick, it's not padded, so it's not going to provide comfort, it's to provide stability. But you tuck it in here, it's out of the way, and you put it like this. And you may have noticed with this universal camouflage pattern pack that you have this butt pack here, which also has a stowable hip belt, a zippered compartment that I put my poncho in. But the thing to keep in mind, and you can see this in the training manuals and stuff, this was designed to work as a kit. You can take this, put it here, go out in the field, or put your canteens here, put your sustainment pad. And that's the benefit of MOLLE. It was all designed to work together, and the manuals will show you how to make this all work. That's a pro of the system. Another thing to note, see how thin these straps are? Of course, you got webbing there, I should point that out. This is designed to fit over your whether it be your IOTV vest or interceptor body armor, your kit. It's designed by making it thin. It's easy to fit over. The problem with this is comfort. As you can see, there's no mesh, there's no lumbar support or anything, so it just runs flat against your back. It doesn't have great weight distribution, so you gotta keep your equipment in here light. If you try to run like 30 pounds, 25 pounds, you may find some discomfort. Hence, that's one reason I use the equally stock. And I use the Tri-Zip. That's rated for 40 pounds and has excellent weight distribution, very comfortable use. So keep that in mind. So that is basically a brief overview. In summary, it is, if you are someone who's looking for, you just want surplus gear. If you're someone who's on a budget and you want something durable, American made, this will work. If you're looking into hiking though, this is not a good hiking pack. You should try to look for something like the Tri-Zip. This was a licensed product from Camelback, and one day in the future I will make a review of this because it's got a lot of great things going for it. You see, you got mesh here, lumbar support, right? It's designed to curve with your back and everything. You're gonna probably want to try to go more that direction than using this. But again, if you're on a budget, this might be your friend. Okay, if you have questions, if you've got comments, please put them down below, like, share, and subscribe. And I will try to, as soon as possible, get back with the next video. The next video, we're gonna cover the large rucksack, which I do like. It's got a lot of great things going for it. So until next time, have a good one. Bye.